wisdom, knowledge, that's all I wanna share. Be a friend through it all, be the one you can call. Together forever, we will be. Together forever, you and me. Together forever, just follow my lead. Together forever, our legacy.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Vicky and Mom, the podcast where two generations, two perspectives, and one unbreakable bond comes together for real, raw conversations. We're talking life, love, lessons, and everything in between, from growing pains to glow-ups, family traditions to modern dilemmas. We won't always agree. We'll definitely overshare, and we promise to keep it honest. So whether you're listening with your parents, your children, or just craving conversations that feel like home, you're in the right place. Now
Let's get into it.
So today we're going to talk about, why do I have to do homework? I, for one, know that Victoria hates, I'm not even going to say dislike, I'm going to say hate doing homework.
I dislike it actually. I do like adding up the numbers, but when it's too much, I hate homework.
Funny enough, I, for one, am not the type of parent that encourages my children to do any homework. Obviously, I have a son in middle school who has to do it. It's almost a must for them to do it in middle school. So I encourage him to get his work done. Whether it's done correctly or not, I don't really care. I don't check it because I don't really care for homework that much, to be honest.
Honestly,
I think it's too much.
because if you're already spending like 6 or 8 hours a day at school already doing enough work, why do we have to go home on top of that and do even more work? And it's like it's made to like, I know back then it was made to punish children, but like now it's just like literally when you get home and you do homework, it's like taking away from family time. Like, when do you find the time to spend time with your family if you're just stuck in your room solving equations and maths and stuff like that when you already do it at school? Like, what's the point of doing even more?
Yeah, I 100% agree with that standpoint. 100%. I think that homework takes away from family time a lot, especially when, I mean, they put so much pressure that you have to have this much done in this much time, and it's like,
I actually got homework, but
yeah,
it's like a reading one. Like, you have to write down about your thing. I forgot what.
But your reading is already out of this world. Like, why do you have to? And on top of that, you already read like of your own. You always read when you're going to bed anyway. Victoria loves reading. She's such a bookworm. Like, I literally had to throw away or give away quite some books a couple of weeks
That was
ago.
only like
I
50.
found literally like a baggage that she had, like a Hello Kitty baggage, full of books.
At least about 50 in it, and I read all of them.
It was a lot more than 50, and she read all of the books as well. Like,
No,
actually read them.
No, guys, you don't get it. Books are actually very entertaining. They help you, and it's just fun to read. So when my mom tells me it's time for bedtime, I'm like, okay. So then I grab my phone, my flashlight, and I just start reading.
Yeah, she literally sleeps with a Nokia flashlight phone, and I'll just catch her reading. Like, when I tell her go to bed and I go inside of the room like 20 minutes later, I'll just catch her reading.
It's not funny.
So it's crazy. But I love the fact that she loves to read, because
It's better
she
than being on
has,
social media, actually, for
definitely,
me.
she has a huge imagination,
Actually,
which is very good. For children, actually, by the way. But also, she knows a lot.
Also,
Like, Victoria knows a lot of things that I don't even know.
it's not
So-
only that, but like when I read, I start to try to make my own stories. And so in my book, the one that's matching with yours, the green one,
Yeah.
I wrote my own story based off of my mind and one of my real life events, but it was like a bit switched up a bit,
Yeah.
and it was like at least 6 pages long, and there's like a lot of lines too.
Yeah.
But I just kept on writing and writing because these ideas would just flow. It's like a brainwave and stuff. So I was just writing and writing. But it's like a really good story. Like it will get you invested, and it's like one of those diary stories.
Got it.
But it's like so like different. It's so cool. It's so imaginative, and so I'm planning on making a part 2. And my teacher's read a bit of it already, and so
Wow,
far
not even me.
I'm waiting on you. But like it's not only
You're
that.
waiting on me. You didn't show me anything.
I did. I told you I was making a story.
Yeah, but you only had 1 page that day.
No, I actually had 5. Anyways, I'm planning on making a part 2. It's like a really good story though. It would make it.
Well, lucky me, I'm gonna be one of the first ones with your teacher to read it. So I swear Victoria is she's very, very talented when it comes to writing, like writing stories. I remember one of her teachers even bought her like a notebook because she was writing poems as well.
Yeah.
So her teacher bought her like a special notebook just for her so she could be writing her poems in, and she can write a good story. Like
No.
she has a
Like this story. So practically it says it's like from the start you just want to continue reading.
right. It's
like-
intriguing.
When I was reading my story, I was like, wait a minute. This needs to get published. Ain't no way I just wrote this out of my mind. This needs to get published.
And will.
It can make a great movie.
It will. It will.
Trust me, guys.
So back to our topic, which is homework.
Oh.
What do you think homework is really for?
Sometimes, like I know, like I said, it's deducting from family time, but I also feel like maybe like instead of trying to make it look like it's punishing us, you know, like it was back then, I feel like they're trying to give it to us so that we get prepared for the future homework that like or the future like math that we do in school, or like just to so like we can just level up and know like what's what, so like we don't find it too tricky to add. Like, so I feel like they're just trying to help us, but it's not really helping us. It's kind of making us like, oh, there's so much pressure, like I need to get this done in this time, I need to turn this in on Monday, I need to like, because my teacher's doing this thing now where like thank you, where like if you don't bring this in on Monday to Friday, you miss like 5 minutes of break time. So I feel like instead, like maybe we just need to like, it's like a lot of pressure because we need to get it done in a certain amount of time, but then it's also like a lot of homework. So I just feel like maybe they are trying to help us and like they're trying to put pressure on us so that we can like maybe like add up quicker, or like it like they think it might improve our brains, but honestly it's just not really helping. It's kind of making it worse, if you get what I'm coming from.
I honestly don't know what homework is for. I don't see its purpose, because everything you can do at home you can do in school. And I feel like it's better to do it in school because you have the teacher there to help you, which is the person that needs to help you. I feel like a lot of pressure sometimes is being put on parents, like, oh, you have to help her as well. Yeah, with the other things, not school things. And honestly, maybe this is going to sound a bit messed up, but I don't like helping with homework. I didn't used to like when my mom has to help me with homework. And I don't like helping you guys with homework because I'd rather be helping you guys with the other things.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That doesn't sound so messed up.
And it's not like I can't do it. I can do it because I went to school, I graduated, and I just don't feel like wasting my time helping you with something that your teacher's being paid to help you with.
Yeah.
When you come to me with questions, and this is not just for math, because math I could tell you like, okay, I'm not good at it, go to Isaac and he'll help you.
He did.
But other things, even like, I don't feel like there's enough time in a day. Okay, so let's put it this way. You wake up in the morning, right? You wake up at 6 o'clock, sometimes 6:30. You get ready, you go to school. You have to be at school for 8:30, right? You spend all day in school doing all types of work, playing with your friends, socializing a little bit. Then you come home, you get home at what, 4:30-ish, let's say, okay? You need to shower, right?
That's already tiring.
You need to shower. You don't like to shower, so it takes you forever, right? You need to shower. Then by the time you get out of the shower, it's time to have dinner. Then you have your siblings that want your attention as well, that you want to socialize with, and how was your day, and so by the time, like, it's like you literally have a mager 4 to 5 hours after school to be in a family setting. So where does homework fit in there? It doesn't fit in there. And that's not even to count the days where you have tennis and gymnastics after school as well. So it doesn't fit in the schedule at all. And I feel like 6 to 8 hours at school is more than enough
to get everything done.
And get the help that you need from your teacher. And if there's anything that you're stuck with, you can always go, because you go to school 5 times a week. So you literally have other days as well. For an example, if you didn't get to do something properly today because you didn't understand it or whatever, you can still go to your teacher tomorrow and be like, you explained this yesterday, I didn't get it. Can you explain it to me one more time today, please? Instead of coming home to ask me, because I'm not like
the teacher.
I'm not with it. I'm not with homework at all.
And actually, if you add up all the days that you went to school, like 5 weeks, it's actually like equivalent
5 days a week.
Yeah, it's like, it's more than half of your life, actually.
Yeah. To not even mention that, like, I feel like homework is just very, very overrated. And also, if we look at the origin, like you said in the beginning, it was actually made to punish not only workers, but students as well. And that's what it was made for. And if it still feels like a burden, I think that because to a lot of students it does feel like a burden. It takes away a lot of their time. I know in certain households, I'm not gonna mention the cultures, but in certain households, like, the children spend every single waking moment doing schoolwork. They don't like associate with family. They don't, and it's cool if that's what works for you and your family. You're raising doctors and lawyers and whatever else you want to be raising, but they don't have much of a social life. They're not happy because, it's too much pressure. Like, it just doesn't fit in. Like, it's almost like you have to choose, or family or career. It's the same thing when you're growing up. You have to choose, like, oh, am I going to spend my time cultivating my relationship with my family and have love and be surrounded by it, or am I going to choose to be successful? There's almost like there's no balance. You need to choose. You have to choose between them. And I feel like that's really, really, like, yeah, it's unfair. It's just not how life is supposed to be.
Maybe you could choose a job where you could spend some time on that job and then other time with your family. But it's not really that.
I don't think people should have jobs. I think people should just do what they love and cultivate that and try to make their money off of that. Something that's a hobby, but that will still allow you to be there for your family and the things that are important in life. Because honestly, money, everybody gets a job for money. And money is not important. We need it. Of course we do. We need it, a lot of it.
That.
But it's not the most important thing in life. And I think that people need to start realizing that a bit more.
Yeah. And also, not going to mention the culture, but like, a lot of kids from that, area, right? They got so much homework on their shoulders, so much weight on their shoulders, that some of them, it's so much pressure that they just end it. You know what I'm saying?
I think sometimes parents can put a lot of pressure on their children because maybe they didn't accomplish something, when they were, you
And
know,
they wanted their
and
child
they
to.
want their child to do better. And I can understand that, but your journey is not your child's journey. You know, where you failed, you can't now come and put that pressure on your child. Okay, I failed, so you have to do it. No, like, calm down, relax, check their mental, because you don't want to push them in
The wrong direction.
the wrong direction. Yeah,
You
let me
wanna-
say it that way.
You just
Yeah.
want to help them swerve to the right direction. You just want to lead them the right way. Just because, like, you didn't accomplish something, just don't just sit down and watch your child grow. Don't just put pressure on them, but you help them to grow. They're the seed, and you're the soil, and you're the water, and you're the sun. You need to help them, you know. And when you help it, it grows, and
Grows beautifully.
it sprouts. It becomes a beautiful flower.
It thrives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that bringing it back to homework, I think that for me personally, like, even when I don't never ask you about homework anyway. I don't. I know you have it, but I don't ask about it, because even if you are going to do it, it's going to have to be something that you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because it's very difficult to get someone, well, I mean, you can force them to do it, of course. You can put pressure and they'll get it done, but it's not something that they will enjoy doing, or that they, you know, every time you mention it, oh, you gotta do homework, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a nice feeling.
And also, maybe, like, you could just help, like, try to find a way to make it fun. And also, like, I feel like it shouldn't be homework. I feel like you have to get it done at school, because if you're doing the other things at school, why can't you just do that at school?
Exactly.
Because, like, it's practically the same thing. It's just on it's like just on an A4 sheet of paper. It's just practically the same thing. And so, like, if you're learning the exact same thing at school, why do you have to go home and re-memorize it and do the exact same thing at home? Home is not school. School is not home. So why do you have to do it at home, not school? Why? Like, why?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I really don't either. I think that with Isaac, for an example, he's in secondary school, so he has to do his homework. There's no way, like, with you, if you do it or don't do it. I've never gotten a call from your teacher like, oh, Victoria didn't do her homework. But Isaac, they will literally, like, send an email that he didn't do his homework, or his work is not done, or something, or he gets detention. And I tell him all the time, I say to him, just get it done. Just get it done, as in,
it don't have to be correct, just do it.
yeah, it doesn't have to be the right answers, whatever, just do it. Because in secondary school, I think it's more of a fact of discipline,
like,
of doing it, the discipline of doing it, yes, the discipline of doing it, instead of just something that has to have the right answers. Do you get what I mean? So I always say to him, like, you know, because they send it in my email too, and I say to him, you know, you have homework, get it done. You don't have to do it the right way, but just do it so that they can see that you've done it. If it's right or wrong, doesn't matter. Just do it.
And they'll be like, put some effort into it. Just do it. Don't matter if it's right or wrong. Just do it so you don't have to hear.
Yeah.
But, like, also, if you're in secondary school and you don't get your homework done and they give you a detention, that's also deducted from family time, then you also need to do your homework on top of that.
Yeah.
But, like, what if your mom sends you to the shop but you have a detention? Like, why do you have to stay just because the teacher tells you to? Remember this, the teacher ain't your parent, it's just a stranger you see every single day in your life. All you know is their name that's all you know. All you know is what they look like. Don't mean that they're your family. Don't mean that you're your friends. It just means that they're just there to teach you, to get paid to tell little children off, and get paid to teach children. That don't mean that they're your family, that they can tell you what to do. Remember that. So
but you do have to stay attention, otherwise they'll just escalate it.
They
and
will.
then like they will.
They'll give you a week detention.
They'll literally escalate it. They'll keep escalating it to the max. Like, because Isaac, obviously, sometimes he has detention, and he's like, I'm not staying. He's just leaving. But then the next day, it'll be like, if it was longer. 15 minutes, then it'll be 30 minutes. Then it'll go to an hour. Then it'll go to 2 hours. Like, they will really escalate it.
But, like, I don't get it. Do you think I'm actually gonna stay just because you told me to? If you ain't my mom, if my mom did not give you permission if my mom didn't tell you that I should stay here, then I'm not staying. I don't know who you think you are trying to boss me around. Remember, this is the end of school. This is not in school. You're not getting paid. You're not teaching me anymore. So now that school is done, you're not telling me what to do. Just because I have to line up, just because I have to sit in the lunch hall, just because I have to learn English. You know what? I love English. I'm not gonna do that to English. Just because I have to learn maths, just because I have to learn my grammar, just because I have to learn this and that. That's only in school. Once school is done, and you need to know that. We are going to leave. We are going to spend our time to the fullest. And
I don't agree with detentions either. Honestly, I think
girl.
they are just another invasion on family time. Like,
let us be family.
You don't know what people have planned. You don't know what people got going on at the house. You don't know what's going on in somebody's home after school time. You don't know if a parent is there sitting waiting for their child to come home to go help them with something or go do something, or maybe they have sports that they need to attend to, and then you're over there like detention. No, they have to stay after school. I don't think that school should even be open after school. Honestly, I don't think that schools have to. So if the school is from 8:30 till 4:30, like after 4:30, I don't feel like any children should be in school anymore. Like, you need to find a way to fit that detention in between those hours that the school is open, instead of having children stay back till like 6. Listen, if something happens to that child on their way to the house, I would definitely, as a parent, and that never happens to me. I know it won't, but if Isaac ever stays detention and something happens to him between the time that he's left school to the house, I'm suing.
No.
I will sue the school.
Mom, I'm not even joking. I will go on a killing spree. That is my brother and I love him, okay? But honestly,
I don't think that school should stay open for longer than like until school time. So if it's 4:30, that's the time that the school should be closed to all pupils. So any detention would have to be between 8:30 and 4:30, or try and find something that looks like a detention that you can let them do. Isolation, in school time.
Yeah, because our teachers sometimes do that. So just like do isolation. So while the other kids are outside, they're playing, but
you're inside.
Yeah. And that's even better because at least you don't have to like get any accidents on the playground. But like, you can draw, you can like write something down, do like reflection. Like at least you're safe when you go home. Like you're leaving at the time. Like you don't stay like 2 hours behind. You don't stay 16 hours behind. You don't stay that hour behind, whatever hour behind. You like leave at the exact same time as it's supposed to be, okay?
And I think it's good to experiment as well with different types of techniques that will work for children that have behavior issues that get too much detention. I read one time that there was this research. It was in a school. I can't remember if it was in the US. I can't put my finger on it, but they would take these pupils, all of them, and they would give them, I think it was 30 minutes every day of meditation in school. And they saw crazy results in terms of their behavior. Yes, their behavior improved so much. They had a lot less detentions because they took 30 minutes of, I think it's 30 or 20 minutes of meditation with the students, the whole school, every single day, and it really improved the quality of the children's behavior in school. So those are all things that you can explore as a school to kind of get the detention percentage down, if you have a lot of children, because imagine the whole school needs to stay for detention. That just doesn't make sense.
But if it's But if it's together, maybe you can like kind of
No, the tension. I feel like
did
something
you say
else needs to be
detention?
put
Yeah,
in
no.
place for that. Like the
No
tension is
detention.
a big no for me, as well as homework. Big no for me because I just don't feel. I feel like if I see the amount of homework that Isaac gets,
It makes me
he
wanna
will
vomit.
like after school he will literally have to do homework till he goes to sleep. What kind of quality of life is that? He's already been in school all day.
Also, I feel like I personally feel like detentions only make kids' behavior worse. You get what I'm saying? And I have this like homework like in my both year 6 classes, my year 6 class too. We got this like big sheet of homework, right? And it's like it's like a book of homework, book of English, then book of maths and stuff.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, girl. At least they got the answers on the back, yeah? but then they have to come with the show you're working out to know that you actually know what you're doing. I'm like,
yeah, you need to show the notes.
yeah, but like then why would you put the answers on the back? So you know what I did? I asked Isaac.
That's just for you to check if you got the right answer. But you need to show them how you got to that answer.
No. Anyways, I'm so glad my maths improved. But when I asked Isaac for help, he helped me. And then I just went on Google, searched up the whole way just to do it. And I started copying down every way to solve it. And then I showed it to my teacher. I was like, and then she flipped to the back and she was like, you got the right answer, well done. But
You just snitched on yourself on this podcast.
I'm sorry, miss, but it was too hard for me. And I'm not gonna waste my time trying to figure out every single detail. So, guys, just go to Google or like ChatGPT.
No,
go ask
you're
for
not
help.
allowed
And,
to do that. Don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. But good thing that you have a brain to do it.
But guys, they ain't gotta know it was us. Anyway,
I didn't say anything.
mouth is shut.
But yeah, I think that like I said, for me, I don't encourage my children to do homework. But for the parents that do feel like homework is an important part of, school journey, I guess, do whatever works for you and your child. If you like it, I love it. But I personally, for my children, that's just not what I feel like they have to spend their time on after school. I think after school is really time to relax, because in school you can't relax. You have to do what the teacher tells you in the time that the teacher tells you. You have to listen, you have to sit still, you have to, can't go to the toilet when you want to, you can't talk when you want to, you can't really relax and be your own self. So I feel like after school there needs to be that time for relaxation, that time for laying back, playing with your siblings, arguing, fighting with them,
That's the best.
watching your TV, chilling, I don't feel like homework is something that needs to be part of that part of that day anymore. Anything school related needs to stay in school, and everything else comes after. Because I feel like school is obviously a system. I think the people that know that school was a system put in place to design, workers, not free thinkers, not leaders, nothing. School was put in place to design workers that used to work in fabrics, and people that can follow instructions and sit still and do as they're told. That's what school is for.
And have to listen to other people that's like over them, like
Exactly.
And also I feel like if you're a parent and you do encourage homework watching this, I feel like okay, yeah, that's good for you, like do what makes you happy and your child happy, but just remember, you still gotta be the soil, the sun, and the water at the end of the day. You can help them with homework, make it fun for them, make it easy for them to understand, and still be able to help them, spur and grow, Like, yeah, you can make your child do homework, but don't make it so overwhelming. Don't put pressure on it. Just make it feel like, make it kind of like easier, and just like so that it's not like, I've got this weight on my shoulder, like what am I gonna do? Just make it feel like I've got this.
And you can set a time. right?
Yeah.
Set a time to do it, because otherwise, if you look at the amount of work that there is, it's overwhelming. It's too much. So what you can do is, okay, we're gonna dedicate 1 hour and a half or 2 hours now to homework, and then that's it. Whether it's done or not, that's it. Like,
we also have like this extra subject, Mandarin. We're all learning Mandarin and stuff.
I like that. I like languages.
The other kids that already did Mandarin, they got to go to China and stuff. Oh my god, they had so much fun. I'm glad for them. But you know, just like make sure that when your child is doing homework or you're doing homework, just make sure like you don't feel too overwhelmed, like, oh, I've got to get this done in this certain time, or I've got to do this before I turn in this and on Monday or Friday, I've got to do this, or I've got to do this, then I've got to do my chores, and then I've got to do this, and then I have to go to sleep. Just find a specific time to fit it in. It does not have to be done, it doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as you at least do it, as long as you do at least a tiny bit of it, as long as you did it, don't matter. Why should it matter? Because at least you're actually putting some effort into it, at least you're trying to find that little space to fit it in, then you're good. Like, at least you're actually thinking about it. Like, you're just not like, oh, I'm not going to do this just because I don't want to. Like, if you're a parent and you want your child to do homework, remember, you just got to be there. You got to help them. You got to build the wall with them, you know? You got to build that. You got to build it. And sometimes there's always a connection. Yeah, you've built some of the connection, but just continue to build until you make the tallest tower. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, I remember when I was growing up, like, there used to be so much pressure put on us for homework, man. Like, it was just, like, honestly, like, sometimes my mom would give me coffee to stay up and learn and do homework. It was just really
Coffee is bitter.
Well, she didn't care. She just cared about the fact that I have to stay up to do it, you know. So it was really bad. It made me really dislike school and just everything that had to do with it. And I still graduated and I still did my things good, obviously, because of the pressure, you know. But if looking back at it, it's not something that I enjoyed at all. Like,
and it's not only that, but like, I just feel like some kids, it's just oh, come on already. And like the fact that she had to give you caffeine to stay awake is just like,
and I was young, like I was really young.
Yeah, and it's also not good for your mental health, and like you could fall asleep in school or something like that, and it's like,
it was bad. Honestly, it was really
bad. And you're not getting like enough sleep. It's not good for your brain, not good for your mental health. It's actually very bad. It can make you hallucinate sometimes, maybe.
It's
even.
not only just that, it just kind of damages the relationship of child-parent as well, because they feel like, I felt that way. I felt like,
and
why are you forcing me to, you know, it's really not that deep. Like, even at that time, I knew already that school was nonsense, you know, but obviously you still have to go, you still have to do it, but I don't see why all the pressure behind it. Like, even if your child is studying to be like a doctor or a surgeon or something like that, everything they get from middle school, from primary school, even to middle school, all of that stuff, by the time they're a doctor or surgeon or whatever,
they're gonna forget that.
80%. That's been scientifically proven. 80% of everything you learn in school, you forget by the time that you're an adult.
It's not only that.
I don't even know why they put so much pressure on us to get these things done.
And it's not only that, but I just feel like you should let a kid be a kid. Like, let them have their childhood before it's all gone. Like, by the time you reach your adolescence or teenage years, you're gonna look back and regret all that. Like, regret having to work so hard and not living your life or your childhood to the fullest it could be. Sit down, watch some cartoons, watch some Tom and Jerry, watch some Finding Nemo, watch some Peppa Pig, some Mickey Mouse, something. Like, just be a kid before it's all gone. Like, you're gonna look back on all those years and you're gonna be like,
what did I do?
Like, where did I go wrong? Why did I do this? Like, why did I just let my
enjoy my childhood?
Like, practically, instead of like childhoods are supposed to be childhoods, like full of cartoons, imaginations, toys, and just love, creativity. But instead, it's full of homework. Practically an adult, but you're practically being an adult in a kid's body. Like, let a child be a child. That, like, if you're gonna, like, I feel like in a few years' time, if you're gonna give kids homework, put some coloring on the page. Give them something they could color in on, like, and maybe do some, like, I don't know, quotes of hope.
I think those are all age appropriate things to do, but I don't think homework should
fit in that childhood. Like, no, like,
homework.
play with your Barbies, play with your fire trucks, be who you want to be.
Building, Legos, puzzles.
Yeah, like, solve those things. They help you grow even more than homework does. Like, play with Bob the Builder, maybe. Like, maybe play with, what was that train's name again?
Thomas.
Yes, Thomas the Tank Engine. Maybe you could watch that too. That's really good. It's a good one. It's a good
I
one.
don't like Thomas.
Ah!
Very boring.
The audacity of this woman. Anyways.
I used to watch Cartoon Network. I used to love Cartoon Network. I used to watch Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, guys, if you don't watch that, you're missing out.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes. Also, go get some meditation in the park. Climb up some trees. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, some grounding.
Explore the world. Make your own world, just full of trees, life, imagination, creativity. You got your imaginary friends. You could play with them. That helps you grow. That's fun. You know, you can make your own world. Like you're living in your own world in that moment. Like no boring parents telling you what to do. No parents saying you need to go eat your food. You just be you. That's the best feeling ever. Watch some trolls. Just be you in that moment. Trust me, if you do that in your childhood, look back many years later, you're going to never regret that. You're going to be so happy you spurted. You're going to be so happy you grew. Do some family time on Fridays, family Friday nights. Be you. Just please, before you grow, just
it has more
enjoy.
to do with the parents. The parents need to encourage.
Yeah,
them to-
like just enjoy your life while you can, because many years later you're gonna have that walking stick, your back's gonna be all cranky, and you're gonna have grey mustaches. Even if you're a woman, like those little mini bits, your back's going to not function. So when you look back, you're gonna be happy that your back was functioning. You're gonna be happy that you had a childhood. Like creativity, when you're lost in your own world, is full of trees, and it's full of like imagination. Is full of everything you could have wanted. Has tigers, like it just feels the best. I'm picturing it in my mind, and I feel so free right now that I could just keep on yapping about it.
Yeah, but don't.
It just feels great to be you. Climbing those trees like Tarzan. Be who you want to be. Don't you ever think that you can't have that, because you can. You just need to know that, and you need to own it, honey.
Okay.
No, I'm picturing it in my mind, and it looks so chill.
Yeah. Okay.
Jungle.
Okay. Jungle.
It's a jungle. It's like a rainforest jungle.
Jungle Book.
Yeah, it has tigers. It's like Jumanji nearly, but not Jumanji, and it has like tigers. Like
We're talking about homework.
Oh yes.
Relax, okay?
Sorry about that. Back to the topic.
Well, guys, this was obviously we're coming towards the end of our episode about homework. We don't really have much to say about homework, but for the people that do encourage their children to do homework, what you can do is kind of like we mentioned, set a time. Don't put too much emphasis on how much homework needs to be done, but rather maybe the bonding that you do when doing it together, parent and child. Maybe talk a little bit about how it was doing homework for you. Set a time and make sure that it doesn't take away from family time. That's very, very, very important. Other than that, please do give us your opinion in the comments down below. You can email us at vickyandmompodcast@gmail.com. We're going to put all our social media and our means of communication down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your family members, with your friends, anyone that you know have children that's going into preteens, adolescents. This is definitely the podcast for them to engage with and watch, and maybe learn a thing or two, and also engage with us about where they stand with it and what their opinion is.
And also, activity time would be homework tasks. Okay, so you could do this. So if your kid is doing homework, if they complete each task, a reward, a small reward is granted or something. Like, just make it like a bit of an adventure puzzle, like, you know that snake thing with the ladders, snakes and ladders or something, or whatever that board game was. Just like, also play Monopoly on family night time. Oh, that hits the spot. That hits the spot.
What about our game, boys and girls?
No, I swear that was guess the I think. Oh, do you know what you guys should play? So grab a piece of paper, write down boys, girls, animals, things, fruit, and countries, and someone needs to say A, and then they keep on saying the alphabet and the letter, and then you need to say stop, and whatever letter it lands on, you have to think of something starting with that letter, like for a name, Leon, Lana,
animal,
yeah, or
lion,
or
country,
Lagos.
Lagos is not a country. Lithuania, maybe?
Lithuania?
Yeah.
Transylvania? I love that one. A fruit would be
lychee.
That's my favorite. Remember that time we were playing that game and I skipped to the
that's a game that is it's a very educative game because you learn a lot. You learn a lot, and you learn a lot from the other person as well. But those are all games that you can play. But back to the homework, I think the reward system would be a good thing. So you can tell them, okay, if you finish this homework by this time, you get a sticker, you get £2, you get something that they feel that it's a reward for them.
So then they'll get that homework done more often.
They'll be motivated to do it,
And they even get a small reward, like
an allowance.
And then, remember, if you do get an allowance for doing your homework, save up, build, and you'll be the most successful thing that you could ever be. Sorry for saying thing. I'm used to saying thing because my brothers are creatures, and I call them things. But anyways, you guys,
thank you so much for tuning in. And about homework, I will put a short video up about why homework was actually invented, so you guys will see it after the episode. I will put it in there so that you guys could see it with the source where I got it from as well.
I saw we just said why. To punish children.
I said to punish children. That's why I'm gonna put the video in so they can see it, and they can see who invented it as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Vicky and Mom, and we'll see you next week, guys.
I'm Vicky and this is Mom.
Bye.
Okay, love you guys, and remember, be creative, live your childhood to the fullest before you grow and spurt, and just remember, there's always going to be someone out there for you, honey, including your family. So I just want to remember, love yourself, love those around you, and remember, grow and be like Tarzan, climbing in trees and stuff.
People who created everything you hate today. Number 1. The man who created the school, King Charlemagne. It was in 1799. He created it with the aim of forming officials and to control the population. What started as a system to educate and organize society slowly became something every child is forced into, whether they like it or not. Number 2. The man who decided that Monday would be the first day of the week, Emperor Julius Caesar. It was about 46 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. A simple decision about time organization eventually shaped how billions of people start their week today, often with stress and routine. Number 3. The man who created homework, Horace Mann. It was in 1905 to punish students and to force them to work at home instead of resting. Today, he is considered one of the most hated in history as students around the world still deal with assignments after school hours. Number 4. The man who created taxes, Sir Robert Walpole. It was in 1783 to finance the state and its wars. What started as a way to fund governments has become something people deal with their entire lives. Which one would you remove if you had the chance?
Wisdom, knowledge, that's all I wanna share. Be a friend through it all. Be the one you can call. Together forever, we will be. Together forever, you and me. Together forever, just follow my lead. Together forever, our legacy.